Hello there, Vanagon addicts. It's Ken Wilford here at Vanagon. We're back on the grind here, working on our 2009 Tiguan. What have we been doing? Well, we've got this valve cover about ready to come off. In order to take it off, you have to remove this high pressure fuel pump and also a vacuum pump thing here from the side. So we discovered, that. I didn't think that was actually going to be part of the valve cover, but as you can kind of see from this direction, it kind of is. Okay, so we had to unhook that and drop that out of the way. I discovered there's like a rubber plug here for a cam. I had to order that because I'm discovering all these gaskets I didn't know about because I had to take this off. There's a metal gasket here that I have to replace, so I had to order that. And then on this side, we got this upper cover off here for the timing chains. You can see that, but there's an O-ring in here that I didn't know about, so I'm going to get a new one of those. Had to order that, and then also on the timing cover itself, let me see if I can grab it here real quick. There is a big gasket right here that's for a camshaft sensor that didn't come in the cam cover or timing cover kit, so I had to order that. So I don't understand why you have a kit, but it doesn't give you all of the seals and O-rings and things you're going to need to actually replace it and reseal everything. We had a lot of oil leaks, so I'm trying to do as much as I can, eliminate that stuff. You can see I got the intakes cleaned out all the way. I taped them up so stuff doesn't get in, and also here where the oil filter goes, I taped that up to keep stuff going in there. And then my latest fun thing, I'm trying to get ready to put the water pump back. And I had a delay on that because down here is where the belt was. And on that area, there is this little thing. Okay, so this is basically like a timing gear, but it's for the water pump. And one thing to note about it is that it has reverse threads. Okay, so I got that from All Data. That saved me that way. I also saw some YouTube videos that did say that their threads were backwards or reversed or whatever. So hopefully if somebody's doing this job, they will note that. So reverse threads, and then you have to like counter hold over here on the main pulley with a big wrench or something, ratchet I got on there. Went to go take it off, and I just could not get, there's basically very little room here. When you put that thing on, there's very little room between the end of this gear, right, that's sticking like this. There's probably like an inch of space between that and the side of the block down here. Okay, so it's kind of like that. And there's barely any room. So I was trying to figure out how the heck to get on it. I had a wrench. Let's see, where did that go? I had a wrench that was slightly offset, and I tried to use it. Yeah, this one right here. I tried to use this one. Okay, see, it's slightly offset. It's one of these long ones. And it just kept slipping off. So I didn't realize exactly what was wrong, what the problem was with it. I thought maybe it just wasn't offset enough. So I went and bought a really nice set of offset wrenches. You can see them here. Very offset. Sadly, too offset. Okay, so when I went to go do this, it only has about this much offset, maybe 3/4 of an inch, way too much, could not possibly get in there under any circumstances. So what I finally did was I used one of these, like a line wrench that I bought a long time ago that actually hooked to a thing. So I had to do, I bought this, waited for it to show up, showed up, didn't work. Had these, this actually finally worked. I mean, this bolt was only supposed to be on here with a very small amount of Newton meters of force, and yet getting it off, it did not want to come off. Okay, so whoever torqued it at the factory, they torqued it way more than what the book is saying. So the reason why I had to take it off is because this little tiny belt, this is your cute little baby, gerbil wheel belt here is for the water pump. And it's actually captured behind this pulley. It cannot possibly come out. I tried to, put it like kind of on halfway on the pulley, and how you do. You used to be able to jump things off of pulleys by turning the engine while the thing's halfway betwixt and between. I could not get it to do it to save my life. Like, it is so tight in there between the engine block and where this thing goes. I just could not get it to do it at all. So I, had to remove this thing, which the book and everything said definitely have to remove it. But anyway, so we got that off. We're going to put that back on. Then we can actually put the water pump back on here. I redid these injectors. They got new seals on them. There's one left I have to do. But another holdup I ran into is over here on the main pulley. Okay. I bought a kit for that to do the timing chains, which is right here. You see all these things stacked up. This is all the things that are stacked up. And why, you're saying, why are you messing with timing chains? Well, here's the deal. Volkswagen put a crappy tensioner on it, and if you don't replace it with a new version, then it can jump time and destroy the engine. Now, why this isn't a recall that has been done on everything, don't ask me. But as far as I know, there's no recall on this, and it hasn't been done. I'm going to check it before I do. So I bought this entire kit. This is for doing timing chains. There is a problem with this kit, is that on the pulley itself, on the big main pulley, okay, you're supposed to pull the main pulley off. Then you put this little spacer behind it, between this and like one of the timing chain gears, and put the thing back on. So when the pulley's off, it's holding that all together. Or you can jump time again. Okay, I mean, in the all data, it says, warning, you can destroy the engine by just not knowing what you're doing. So I understand that. But the thing that doesn't come in this kit, which seems like a major oversight, is a pulley counterhold, because you have to be able to put this main crank pulley on top dead center. There's arrows and stuff down there, so that's great. You put it on top dead center. It has to stay there while you release it, or you release the bolt, and put your plastic piece back on and all this stuff, so you can remove the lower timing cover, because that's where the tensioner is, of course. Why? If it was up here, that would be great, but nope, it's down here. And so there's a special tool, counterhold tool, that doesn't come in this kit that I just bought. So I bought it. I waited a week for it to show up. It showed up. I thought maybe it had everything, because if you're going to do this job, you have to have this counterhold tool. Does not have it. Looked online, found the counterhold tool on Amazon, bought it. But, this has been the thing of this whole project. It's like just one more tiny gasket you need, just one more little part you need, just one more little thing you need. And this is the first time doing it. I mean, anything, you have gotchas and things you don't know about. But, I mean, yeah, it's just, I would encourage anybody who is going to do one of these jobs, sit down, watch every single YouTube video on it before you do anything. Write everything down, everything that people show and use. Write it down so that hopefully by the time you go to do it, you have everything you need. But with me, it's just been take stuff apart, find more things you didn't know about that you need. Take more stuff apart, find more things you didn't know about you need, and just on and on and on. Whether it be tools, extra seals, extra gaskets. I mean, I was watching the Humble Mechanic guy. They have kits on their site on Deutsch Auto Parts, which is great. I'm not down in them. But they have a kit for this upper timing cover. Doesn't come with this O-ring that I can see. And it doesn't come with that big, thick one. And I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't that be with them? Okay, because if I'm in here, you can be dang well sure that I'm replacing this stupid O-ring right here that's so easy to get to right now. And that big fat seal, which is also super easy to get to. I mean, I guess I could put it all back together and do them afterwards, but like, why not do it all at once? Okay, so that's what's happening. I appreciate you guys coming along with us. As I put this water pump back on, I'll do another video once that's on, and I talk about my experience on that. But I appreciate you guys coming along with us. Hopefully we'll have this water pump back on, valve cover off, reseal that, and then we'll just be down to putting the intake back on and dealing with this timing chain. Now, I have an inspection camera. Before I remove the lower cover, there's actually an inspection hole down here to look into to see if the tensioner is the right one or the wrong one. I bought a new tensioner. You can see all these things I bought here. I bought a new tensioner, so I know what the good one looks like. Okay, it looks like this right here. Okay, so if I use my camera and spy in there and see this, then I'm just not going to bother with that. That means it'll be fine, and I can just send this back. But, you know, if I look in there and see the old version, then that lower timing cover is going to have to come off. So, yes, it's a mess. It's a mess, but it's getting there. We're getting there. And I'm trying to get this done because in a week or so, my wife and I are going to be going on another trip. So, got to get it done before then for the kiddies. So that's it for today, guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like whining. I'm not trying to whine. But it's just been frustrating when you're trying to do a project and it's so, you can't just get everything all at once. You know, onesies and twosies. These injector things I bought, they're specifically for this car. They're missing like a little small plastic piece. That's why I don't have the fourth one on here. So I had to order that special. You know, just the way this is, it's like, I don't know what you want to say. That's why I wanted them to get this done at the dealership, to be honest. I thought it was still under warranty. That's a whole nother story. And I was going to get the dealership to do it under warranty. But sadly, the warranty just ran out. And then the dealership said $8,000. Yep. So, you know, that's why this is getting done by me. So that's it for today, guys, or for this video. Please like, share, subscribe. If you want to keep coming along with us, we'll keep bringing you along. And we'll see you guys in the next video.